Welcome to Chapter 3 of McGraw-Hill's Science for 4th grade, Mixtures and Solutions. In this chapter, students will explore what happens when different materials are combined. They'll learn the difference between mixtures and solutions, how materials can be separated again, and how matter behaves during the mixing process. Everything ties back to one key idea. Matter is never lost, even when it changes form. The big idea of this chapter is that mixtures and solutions can be investigated, compared, and sometimes separated. Students will explore real-life combinations of matter like salt water, trail mix, or muddy water, and learn how to tell what kind of mixture they're dealing with. More importantly, they'll discover that even when things dissolve or change appearance, the matter is still there. It's conserved. This chapter encourages students to think like scientists, observing carefully, asking good questions, and testing what they think they know. Chapter 3 is broken down into 3 different lessons. In Lesson 1, titled Mixtures, we will explore what happens when different types of matter are mixed together. Students will investigate and compare a variety of mixtures, learning that individual substances don't disappear or transform into something completely new. Instead, they retain their identity, even though their physical properties look a little different. A misconception that students have is thinking that mixing things together makes them something entirely new, but in reality, materials stay the same, just combined. Moving on to Lesson 2, Solutions, is where students will compare and contrast mixtures and solutions. A solution is a special type of mixture where one substance dissolves into another, like salt in water. Many students think the salt or sugar will disappear or melt into the water, but really, those substances are still there. You just can't see them. In this lesson, students observe how materials dissolve, how they spread evenly, and how you can still tell they are present by tasting or other observations. And finally, Lesson 3 covers conservation of matter, where students demonstrate how matter is conserved when mixtures are formed. That means the total amount of matter stays the same, even when you mix substances like soil and water together. Students may think that the mixture somehow loses or gains matter when combined, but the investigations in this lesson show that the mass of a mixture equals the sum of its parts. This is a key concept in science, understanding that matter doesn't just disappear. It may change form or get spread out, but it's still there. This lesson ties everything together with that powerful idea. There are 3 exciting investigations in this chapter. Mixed up matter. Students separate materials using magnets, sieves, and tools, and they'll see what mixtures can be reversed. In Lesson 2, a different kind of mixture, students create and compare different water-based mixtures and observe which ones form solutions. Lastly, in Lesson 3, Measure and Mix, students mix soil and water, measure before and after, and learn that mass is conserved even when materials are mixed. These investigations are designed to support observation, data collection, and collaborative thinking. Below you will find the different materials you will need for the investigations. Try to have the materials prepped and ready in advance. Many items are classroom safe and reusable. This chapter, just like many others inside of our McGraw-Hill curriculum, offers a mix of formal and creative assessments. Students will begin the chapter with a chapter pretest to activate their thinking. Then, after all of the lessons, there will be a wrap-up review, and mixed in, there will be a show what you know, where they can demonstrate their understanding. There is also a chapter test at the end of each chapter inside of the curriculum that can be given to students online if need be. There is also a STEM project that ties everything together through real-world application. Assessment here is more than a test. It's about seeing students make sense of what they've explored and learned. Thanks for watching this just-in-time overview of Chapter 3, Mixtures and Solutions. This chapter encourages students to experiment, observe, and discover how matter interacts with the world around them. We're excited to see the learning unfold in your classroom.